Okay, well, that's the thing. I always am slightly suspicious of Sarah de Richet actually giving us the straight-talking clues, and instead, it's always in code of some kind. Hello reformers, and welcome back to the council. Now, when we left off, we had a wonderful, splendid banquet with every name from history you could ever want. Well, not every name, but still. And we do have the cardinal right here. Is his name, is he a cardinal? I continually forget what title he actually has. But anyway, we're going to speak to Piaggi and see if we can maybe ask him about the place mentioned by our mother.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Waldner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand, Louis. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Well, go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, la Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one, in any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Maybe I should have asked him the other thing about the actual saying, so where all eyes size you up. I probably should have asked him that. Anyway, let's pick that up. Item not picked up. Really? Are you serious? Let's actually just take a quick look at our inventory here, and I want to see what this actually does. Temporarily reveals the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice. Ah, interesting. Okay.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Do I have the key for this? I don't have the key for this, and I don't really want to spend... Do I want to spend one effort point to unlock that? That's the thing. Usually, I would be perfectly fine with doing that. But I have found that in the past, I've spent huge amounts of effort points for nothing much at all. I can unlock this, but there's no key available for this.
Amber crystals.
Ah, okay, so fragment of amber, okay. And what was that? A key with an occult earth symbol. Does that mean that I'll be able to actually open this little casket here?
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
And I attempted to skip the cutscene, yes. No, apparently not. Okay, so, I'm gonna need to go elsewhere then, by the looks of things, because I don't think I could get through that door back there, but if I could, then, well, obviously I'm missing it. What's this?
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Ah, Carmelite water, thank you very much. Is there anything else here, though?
Discourse on the Method, by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Interesting. Alright, so thank you very much for that, because I'm going to need that the next time we start a new quest. Right, so where all eyes size you up. So I would assume it's probably going to be... Oh wow, this actually looks like a very likely candidate because there's many statues, many...
The only person sizing me up here is that monumental Zeus. It can't be here.
Oh. Are you serious? Are you serious, Louis? Is he serious right now? Because I actually thought that this would be a pretty viable candidate because look at all of these statues everywhere. I mean, we have Zeus, obviously, and then we have a whole bunch of other statues. We got all the other paintings and everything. Shall we speak to this fellow again, or is he just going to tell me absolute mumbo-jumbo nothing or other? I don't even know. Let's go in here. This might be something. Where all eyes size you up. Well, obviously that is the name of the game. It doesn't... Well, I mean, look, there's a whole bunch of portraits here.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character. Amber crystals. Amber.
Ah, look at that. So many amber crystals just waiting for us to pick them up.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Use the key. Please let that be royal jelly. Is that royal jelly or is it just a golden elixir? It's huge amounts of golden elixir? Wow, okay, now that's really nice.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
And royal jelly, once again, very nice indeed. So it definitely pays to look around because, well, now we are much better prepared for the forces ahead of us. Ah, and unfortunately not able to go any further. So it seems like either I am in the right place and I need to search around a little bit more for a potential solution, or I am in the wrong place and I've just restocked my supplies a little bit. I think we're probably in the wrong place. I think Louis probably would have said something otherwise. Probably would have said, ah, it seems like this is the right place, and so on and so forth. Okay, well, let's go upstairs. Oh, we can't go upstairs either. Okay, well, we already know that this area right here is nothing to worry about. I was actually thinking I might be able to pick up that book over there, but doesn't seem it likely. Alright, so it seems like either I need to go back into the banquet hall and go to the other area. I'm not able to actually do anything here either. What's
Lord
this?
Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Oh, yes, I'm sure he does. Okay, so it's either I go back and I try to enter the other door that we didn't try, and I suppose I'm going to try that. It does look like we can go into this door, so let's hope that we actually... Oh my, that we actually get into a rather wonderful area here. This is fantastic. If you're a book lover, then this is heaven. Ooh, another golden elixir. Very nice. Do you think I can maybe find some more amber here? Because I only need one more to increase my effort points. So it would be quite nice. But at the moment, I'm not seeing anything.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
More royal jelly as well. I'm looking around. I might be in a forbidden area at the moment, so we might want to move a little bit quickly, but, well, we've got to look thoroughly as well, don't we?
A Bazant.
More collector coins. I was actually thinking I might be able to use one of the ladders, but that does not seem to be the case. Oh, look at that. I've gone all the way around. Okay. Is there anything that I need to see here? Anything else? Doesn't seem like it.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
I'm actually unsure whether she really meant a Medusa, or apparently she did. Huh, interesting. Okay, well, that's the thing. I always am slightly suspicious of Sarah de Richet actually giving us the straight talking clues, and instead it's always in code of some kind. So let's see if we can do a little bit of a something, but it's actually kind of nice that Louis did tell us, and I kind of thought that that would be the case, so nothing to worry about there. Ah, here we go. Okay, I have a feeling that there's going to be something to do with these pedestals. Yep, there's the Medusa. Alright, so we're going to need to reflect her gaze, I assume, or something along those lines. I have not, by the way, seen any videos or read any spoilers about any of the puzzles here, but I can assume that that's what's going to happen here. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I guess we'll see.
Devil's Thorn.
One way or another.
I'll keep it.
Oh, Devil's Thorn, how fantastic. Definitely don't need that. Gonna eat some royal jelly.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
Alright, so yeah, I think we can kind of guess what we want to do here. Okay, so we could use our... Oh, look at that. Okay. Shall we try to do this?
In Greek mythology, anyone who looked into the eyes of the Medusa turned to stone. So the monster's statue must be turned towards someone who can protect their eyes. It can only be the hero holding the shield.
Yes, I know that. Oh, yeah, I already knew that, so I kind of thought to myself, maybe this is going to give me some opportunity to do something else, but never mind. Yes, I already knew that that's what she was capable of doing, and yeah, I kind of figured that the shield would give us an opportunity to block it.
The origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right-hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Well, of course, that is what we were going to attempt to do anyway. I mean, the Medusa is currently looking at the fellow with the shield, which obviously will block her powers, and we just need to turn this guy. Assess him. Why would I want to assess him? Come on now, toward the Medusa. There we go. And we should probably then also rotate it toward the hero holding the sword. Is that gonna wait a minute. That's not gonna be it, is it? I don't think that's actually it, is it? That doesn't seem right to me, to be honest. Toward the hero holding the shield. I think that actually makes sense. Doesn't it? Wait a minute. Wasn't that just happening?
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
Okay, so here's the thing. I kind of feel like maybe we could use the lantern in some way to blind the Medusa and reflect the lantern's light against the shield. But that doesn't seem to be a thing at the moment, so I'm kind of not knowing. Should I wait a minute? Okay, let's see here. Toward the Medusa, that's the only thing we haven't done so far. Okay, so that obviously does that. Doesn't really seem to be very good. Okay, so we already know that this is right. So is there anything else in the room here to give us an idea of what is going on? Do I really have to use effort points?
When I see the lantern and the shield, I can't help thinking back to my childhood. Mr. Dorfer, our teacher. As soon as the sun came out, I got a kick out of distracting him with the inkwell by deflecting the light with it. I'd turn it in such a way as to direct a spot of light onto his face, not strong enough to dazzle him, but just enough to annoy him. Hey, what if I tried to annoy the Medusa with the lamp on the shield? Position it just right, and it might work.
Yes, that's exactly what I... yes. Now I'm grinding my gears. Now I'm grinding my gears. You know why? Because literally, I think I knew what to do, but then I just thought to myself, yeah, I didn't really get it at the time. Anyway, we're gonna just rotate this towards the hero holding the sword, and then the shield is going to reflect the lantern into the Medusa's eyes, and then we're done.
Whoa. Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First my room, now here. Stop following me, you're becoming a nuisance.
Wait a minute, You're not implying that I'm here to court you, are you?
Oh, Louis, I'm just stating the obvious. You wouldn't be the first, rest assured.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The worst thing is it seems to be working.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
I've discovered a hidden message from my mother. She explains how to find the secret room. Something must have attracted her here, so I've come to check it out. And you? What brings you here?
My, you're curious.
Let me guess.
Go on then, impress me.
You're spying on Mortimer, right?
Everyone is spying on Mortimer.
Shall I take that for a yes?
Take it as you please, but I wouldn't be surprised if all the guests were around here somewhere searching the manor. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine, and if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Really? Are we really not going to cooperate? I'm kind of a bit strangely irritated now that I used all of those effort points for nothing, even though I knew what the solution was. Oh well, never mind.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
Yeah, Louis, you suck. I'm just kidding.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
The Gospel According to Judas, or How to Crucify Jesus as Part of God's Plan. You do realize that the contents of this book could undermine the very foundations of Christianity.
One more reason to leave it in the secret room of a lost manor on a private island.
Do you realize how important this book is?
Of course, but what I really want to know is how did it come into Mortimer's possession?
I was thinking the same thing about all the paintings and sculptures in the manor. I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, Hey, you, shut up.
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Oh, I see. Yes, a lot of repartee right here.
Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
Collector coins. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to continue to search here. I'm a bit worried. What is this?
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. The workmanship on this crown is amazing. The finesse of the gold laurel leaves is beautiful. A crown worthy of an emperor. I'd stake my life that it's the genuine article. I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Oh, yes, we've been told off, haven't we? Yes, certainly. And the English are all eccentric, you know me.
Well, looks like a
Just
pamphlet
kidding.
on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself. You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom. It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans, one of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet, given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Well, I am kind of searching, and, well, I think I've searched a little bit more than Emily has at the moment.
A fragment of amber.
Ah, very nice.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? How did Lord Mortimer get all this? It's just crazy.
Secret connections, money, or a well-kept family treasure passed on from generation to generation. Who knows?
That would mean some of Mortimer's ancestors lived before Jesus was born. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Well, I will be searching the rest of the room, but we'll have to do that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.